Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is the Superlunary Podcast with your host, Raya Esther. Now, last episode, we talked about what love is, and we had quite the conversation about it. And I just realized, you guys, I think we may have been doing it in reverse, because we talked about what it takes to maintain a relationship and what ends a relationship. But on today's episode, we're gonna take it back a bit. We're going to take it back to where it all starts. The tension, the chase. Back to where two people start to form this so-called relationship. Now, people of the Superlunary Podcast, we are going to talk about courting.
Oh.
Courting. Another juicy topic.
Now, this courting is in terms of like trying to get the person to like have a relationship with you. Now, I would like for you guys to tell me an experience of yours on courtship.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
Do I have
had
experience?
any I mean, kahit ano, anyone tried courting or like you being courted, was it a positive experience or a negative experience? Here we have the people of the Superlunary Podcast. We have Abby Joyce, we have Jay Bess, we have Inigo,
What's up?
and here we have the one and only Kuya Joy. He is back. Hello, Kuya Joy.
Hello.
It's been a while.
Back again from the grave.
We've missed you here.
Welcome back.
And now I would like to repeat my question. I would like for you guys to tell me your experience on courting. Was it a positive thing? Was it a negative thing? I want to start with this one has the most experience, we believe.
Grabe yung
This
most
is-
experience. Grabe yung most experience.
We've been saying this since the last episode, but it's only the facts. We state only facts here. Okay, go Inigo.
So, I guess my experience of courting was, I guess nung first love ko. Ay, di first love. Yung first girlfriend ko. I guess yun yung point na para I did show so many ways in parang nagpapasikat, ganun. Like, I was at a different building at the time at Capitol and she was like in the old building. And I had to make like somewhat of an effort talaga na umabot pa dun sa top floor nila, which is like yung to the extent na kinakausap ko pa yung teachers na, ma'am, ako magdala na itong mga books na to sa room niyo kasi dun class mo. And
Yeah.
hanggang sa point na parang, uy, napapansin niya ako. And I did that like a constant basis. Like, umabang talaga ako sa faculty. And then, parang kasi minimemorize ko na yung schedule ng mga teacher na close ko na dun magkaklase. And, parang, I did that a lot. And then, until some rumor, like, says na, she has, like, somewhat of an interest to me. And, parang, I was like shell-shocked, like first time, like I did that so much of an effort to someone and without ano yun, without mga material things like flowers or like food, mga ganun na bagay. And
Yeah, just your presence.
yeah, yung presence, cause like before, like my way of courting is not like puro bigay. Hindi ako puro bigay na gamit.
Like material things.
Ayoko kasi yung ganun. And, I showed my presence, like, pagiging, like, outgoing, I guess. Parang niwawala ko na yung hiya ko at the time, and which is, I was really shy. And, I guess it turned out well. Kasi napansin talaga ako eh. I guess yun yung only time na parang I remember really courting someone in that extent talaga.
So this is how you court. Like, you have to have quality time with the person, or like you have to see the person.
Yeah. Parang ano eh. That's why I nagkukwento ko sa inyo na like sa current crush ko niyan na parang ayokong mag-make ng move unless kung nagkita na kami or is like in person na. Kasi ang iba talaga ng feeling na you haven't met the person yet and then nagkaroon na kayo ng relationship beforehand. Parang somewhat baka may regrets sa end. Ang scary ng thought na yun. Pero kasi, yun nga, the fear of unsurety gan.
Yeah, and it's better than, I think. It's better than in person, just because like you have the chance to get to know the person more, and it's more personal. Thank you. Okay, should I call? I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call on Abby Joyce because she is laughing over there at the corner.
Why are you calling me?
Ma'am, please don't
Ma'am,
run.
face your fears, ma'am.
Is it required to be an experience? Like, personal experience?
Yes, your personal experience lang on courting.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll take it as a courting or what so. Pero, siguro na lang when someone likes me. Oh, ang taray. Wait lang. May aso. Hello, can you please shut up? Kanina pa tayo sa pakik ko ni aso dito. I'm so sorry.
Tahulan mo daw.
So, yeah, I don't know din kung ititik ko siya as courting, but when someone likes me, well, I guess the things that they do for me is, like, give something for me. Compared kay, diba, yung aso. Oh, sige, ikaw na. Diba, kasi, sorry guys.
Star of the show.
True. Diba kay Inigo, more on, like, hindi material things, pero, sa akin, siguro, more on nagbibigay sila. Wow, ang taray lang sila. Nagbibigay siya or sila ng, let's say, di ko masabi kung material things, pero oo, material kasi yun eh. Kasi food, ganyan. Or, bigyan nila ako ng, kunwari kasi, okay, may expose ako dito. Kunwari, like, nagsabi ako sa kanya na I'm starving, ganyan. So, parang bibigyan niya ako ng food, ganyan. So, take na siya as material, diba?
Oh.
Mga food lang na ganun. And one time din, rin kami, give ng gifts to each other. But that's planned. So, I think more on material things yung binibigay sa akin. Nung person. Pero, hindi nila alam kung ano yung love language ko. So, hindi ko rin naman alam yun. So, ganun lang yun sa akin. So, I still don't know how courtship goes ngayon sa generation natin. Because I think it's really different compared to the traditional one na pumunta sa house, Harana and stuff. So, yun lang naman yung na-experience ko nung bata pa.
Bata. Emphasis dun sa
ayun
bata.
Nga, the fact na we're too young that time. So, I think di ko siya matake as courtship. Pero, parang gano'n na. So, yeah. Yun lang naman yung experience ko. Nothing much.
I remember this one quote na narinig ko is, the way to a woman's heart daw is through her stomach. Isn't that true? Totoo naman.
Yeah, at some point.
Kasi di ba, like food.
Food is life.
Like major points ang food, to be honest.
It makes sense though.
I feel like parang kahit ganun, si Abs, planado pa din kung ano yung pagkain na gusto niya.
Oo, schedule.
Like specified.
Hoy, hindi ko naman sinasabi sa kanya, hoy, bigyan mo ako ng ganito, ganyan. Siya naman nagbibigay. Hindi naman ako nag-uutos sa kanya. Girl.
Willing naman siya. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, we have Jabez Chavez. What is your experience on courting? Or are you courted, Jabez?
Grabe naman.
Anything will do.
Grabe naman yun.
Grabe kung may magka-court ni Jabez. Idol ko talaga.
Because Jabez is the fafi.
Yes.
Uy, grabe naman. Pero ayun. Courting? Feeling ko siguro nga dahil, onting experience lang kasi syempre. Wala naman ako naging girlfriend talaga. Alam niyo naman yun, di ba? So, siguro dahil...
Di mo sure?
Ay,
Any experience will do.
siguro yung pinaka ginawa ko is, yung ano lang, di ba may crush ako nun. Mag-birthday na siya, di ba? So, syempre, parang nag-isip ako kung anong gusto. Parang gusto ko siyang bigyan ng regalo. Ganyan.
Mhm.
So, nag-iipon ako nun. Then, I bought a stuffed toy.
This is yung other side ng story ni Abby. Pero hindi sila. Kasi 'di ba? Because Abby Joyce is like the one receiving the gifts. So this one, Jabez is
I'm
the
the one
one
who's
giving the
giving.
gifts.
The gift giver.
Oh.
So, ayun. Okay, actually, hindi ko alam kung crush lang siya, di ba? Sabi ko. Pero, hindi ko alam, parang yung ginagawa ko is parang courtship na rin yan. So, yun nga, parang nagbigay ako sa kanya ng stuff toy niya na parang hindi ko sinabi sa parents ko. Humingi lang ako sa tulong sa mga kaibigan ko, classmates ko. Then, ayun, tapos nagbigay ako sa kanya. Pero, yun na, in the end, wala rin namang nangyari. Di ba? Wala rin naman nangyari. So, ano rin to, parang, ginawa ko rin siya ng LM, actually.
Mm.
Nagbibigay ako ng chocolates na crush ko.
Giver pala to si Jabez. Sugar daddy talaga to eh.
Material thing talaga yung love language na ito eh.
So, ayun nga, feeling ko, ano yun, yung talagang nagbibigay ako, yun yung sa akin. Yung experience ko is talagang, kahit walang seguridad na, yung magiging kayo. So, ewan ko, ba't nagbibigay lang talaga?
Generous ka lang talaga, Jabez. And it's the thought that counts. And it's good. It's good na, you know, you have that heart of generosity, Panes.
Parang ngayon na-realize ko na, mas maganda yung wala kang nililigawan kasi wala kang pinagagastos.
My God!
Joke lang.
2021 Jabez.
Pero syempre, pag nagkaroon na ako ng gusto ko, niligawan, syempre,
The right person.
magiging ganun ako ulit. Pero syempre, yung yung matalino ka.
Matipid na ngayon si Jabez. He is, practical.
Practical na tayo ngayon.
Yan.
Nice. Thank you. And now, last but not the least, we missed you. Hello, Kuya Joy.
Hello.
What is your experience on courting? Or na-court ka na ba? Baka ikaw yung kino-court.
Feeling ko may nag-court na kay Joy.
Grabe
Feeling ko.
naman yun.
Yung mga kwento mo dati na may nag-chat sa'yo.
Wala.
Ay, ano
Isa
yan?
na, oy,
What
chinachat.
is that?
Okay. When it comes to courting, yung pumapasok sa mind ko is being sweet. Kasi based sa experience ko, well, I don't know if consider ba siya courting or not, pero I've been sweet to a certain person and kasi like ko siya. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
kailangan ko maging sweet at the same time. Parang, kailangan ko maging close sa kanya kahit ko trip. Parang natitrip ko na din. Para as long as magkakasabay kami sa isang activity ko na.
Yeah. So, like, same interests, ganun.
Parang dapat same interest para siyempre maging close kayo to each other. Tapos makilala nyo yung isa't isa. And then, so, siya, and then merong isang girl na kasama din namin. Well, I don't know if she's listening to the podcast, pero I think na nakikinig siya sa podcast natin.
Oh, hello. Shout out.
Ay.
Hi po.
Okay, so dalawa silang girl.
Dalawa.
Nasa church namin yun dati.
Grabe yun.
Way back. Feeling ko 17 years old ako noon. Dalawa sila, best friends sila.
Ah, okay.
So, kailangan ko mag-adjust para makasabay ako sa kanila. Well, hindi ko naman talaga type yung parang makasabay sa mga kung anong trip nila. Parang ganun. Kasi meron naman ako. Pero kasi nga, di ba, gusto ko yung isang girl doon. So, kailangan ko talagang i-adjust ko yung pagkamahiyain ko. Kailangan ko talaga parang tanggapin din yung anong gusto nila. Sample, gusto nila K-drama. I don't like K-drama to be honest. So, parang, paano ko siya makilala? Paano kami maging close with each other? So, parang sige, discover ko nga ito yung K-drama. So, ayun. So, nag-watch ako ng K-drama para lang at least may pag-usapan kami pag nagsasama kami.
Yeah.
Tapos, kasi nga, di ba, gusto ko siya. So, merong times na kailangan ko talaga maging sweet kasi sabi ng kuya ko, well, yung kuya ko, nagpa-advise ako sa kanya kung paano, like, how to get a girl's heart, parang ganun, paano siya
Grabe yun.
So, yes. Well, I have 4 older brothers. So, parang nagtanong ako sa kanila kung paano ba nila ginagawa yun since wala pa naman akong experience. So, sabi ng isang kuya ko, sabi niya, kailangan mong maging close talaga sa girl. Alamin mo yung gusto niya, alamin mo yung gusto niyang gawin, ganun. Tapos, wag mo kalimutan na service talaga.
Yeah.
Service talaga hinahanap daw nila. Service. I don't know if service talaga hinahanap nyo. Pero, yun, sabi niya, service. Act of service. So, every time na magkakasama kami sa meeting, sa mga like, pag may kainan, ako yung kukuha ng tubig. 3 cups of water yung kukunin ko. Kasi isa sa akin, tsaka isa doon sa isang girl na friend niya. So, parang dapat, parang, it shows na parang kind ako, both of them. Pero yung main goal ko is
Yung person talaga.
Yung specific na girl. So, ayun. And then, well, it's sad, hindi siya nag-push through yung...
Aww.
Okay lang yan.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, pero, yun, na-friendzone ako. And it's like...
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Pero it doesn't stop there. We're still friends. And we're still communicating naman. Magandang isipin na happy sila. Like, happy na parang naka-give ka ng, ang tawag doon, parang act of service, parang makikita mo sa kanila, binigyan mo ako ng tubig, happy ako, parang ganun. Ang ganda sa feeling na may nagsiserve, parang ganun.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes to courtship, dapat maging sweet talaga. Kasi makikita mo naman talaga yung result in the end na masaya sila sa ginagawa mo. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and it parang courtship, it makes you do like parang yung kala mong hindi mo gagawin. Tas you will just see yourself na,
yes, exactly.
Ginagawa ko. Just for that person na parang to impress. Parang ganun. You have to impress the person kasi. So like, I'm so sorry for the friend zone. Pero at least friends pa rin kayo.
At least friends pa rin. Yun yung thing. I mean, I guess nandun pa din yung value of still being friends.
It's better than nothing. Kaya, we stand.
Yeah.
We stand her. And having experienced that, would you say na courting is an important thing to start a relationship? Like, do you have to be courted? Do you have to be courting the person? Is it really that important for you to start the relationship? Is it that formal ba?
Is it a question for all?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I guess I don't look at courtship, like for me, personally, I don't put so much value into courtship. Kasi para siyang it's more of theoretically like, para siyang facade na you're just showing your good parts and you keep on like showing the good things about you and gusto mong like somewhat unconsciously ma-force na magustuhan ka niya. And into that kind of thought, parang ayoko. I don't want to take part of that kasi yung hinahanap ko is like a deeper connection.
Right.
A deeper connection na hindi lang based on the sweet things, the sweet messages, the small, yung mga acts of giving things to prove your love to someone. I'm more of parang in detailed, na hindi siya yung parang normal way of doing so, pero I always chase yung deeper connection. Like, I want you to know who I am. I want you to know who I am, hindi lang sa good parts, pero in other parts also. And I will give you that as a basis to which, are you gonna invest in me or no?
Yeah.
Kasi,
I get that.
Yeah.
Kasi diba like vulnerability nga is parang when you're vulnerable to someone, it makes a deeper connection. So like, I get where you're going na parang you have to get to know the person, like for the person that they are na. hindi na yung not a fake thing. Yun nga, like a facade na parang you're a good person and like you have to do things na hindi mo naman parang personality, ganun. I get that.
Yeah, kasi parang ayoko kasing abot sa point na you just faking it until you make it. Ang wrong nun kasi in the middle of the relationship and dun nyo palang na found out na, uy, ganun pala yung negative sides niya. Hindi ko nakita to in the early stages of our relationship. Parang, I feel like I regretted this decision. And ayoko nang ganun. Kasi I want you to be sure of everything that you make, the choice that you make. Like, the first thing is going into the relationship. Second thing is investing na. Third is the possibility na if you want to move on, sure ka na it's really about na what you want and hindi lang yung nabiglang decision na napakita ko sa'yo na which resulted to that.
Yeah. I get that. I think Jabez wants to, because I know Jabez has another opinion.
Okay.
How about you, Jabez? Would you say that courting is an important aspect?
I think, so, siguro magkaiba kami na needs. Pero,
yeah, because we have two spectrums here.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
So, sa akin naman, siya, parang courting kasi yung, sa akin kasi siya, sa akin is yung official ka na parang yung officially na nagpapaalam ka sa girl or something. Gusto mong magkaroon kayo ng relationship. Pero, yung courting kasi, sa akin, hindi lang dapat yung girl. Pati yung pagpapakilala ka sa buong family mo. So,
yeah, of course.
Like,
yeah.
That is sa akin is number one. Yung, gusto mong magkaroon ng relationship sa girl. Pero, yung, gusto ko yung, ako mismo yung ipapaalam ko siya sa magulang niya, sa family niya, about na gusto kong magkaroon kami ng relationship. And, syempre, yun, kasi, yun nga, yung, ano ba tayo dito? Pag nanligaw ka naman kasi, hindi lang yung, parang, dapat hindi, kung ano yung ginawa mo sa panliligaw mo, or yung pagkukort mo, wag mong, after nung maging kayo na, hindi mo na gagawin. Like,
continuous pa rin yung panligaw.
Kapag naging kayo nga, parang, nililigawan mo pa rin siya. Kasi nga, continuous yung courting mo. So, ito yung lagi advice ni Daddy sa akin. Maganda, sabi niya sa akin, maganda na magkaroon ako ng girlfriend or friend. Ay, girlfriend. Tama. Girlfriend.
So, friend.
Yung na?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Patay tayo sa friend zone pala to eh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Magkaroon ako ng relationship na yung talagang, yung nagkaroon ako ng friendship sa kanya. Like, kunwari matagal na kayo maging magkakalala, ay naging magkaibigan. Kasi, alam mo na yung lahat ng sides niyo sa isa't isa. Like, parang, like, ito yung sa tito ko to eh. Like, sa side ni Daddy na meron siyang niligawan, tapos hindi naging sila. Tapos yung parang, yung best friend niya, na tinatawanan siya, inaasar siya, tapos in the end, sila yung naging sila. Like, yung ganun. Like, kasi nga, kapag niligawan mo yung friend mo, or, kunwari, best friend or something, kilala mo na siya, so, alam mo na lahat ng insecurities niya, yung mga nasasabi mo, yung mga attitude niya, yung yung nangyayari sa buhay niya. Like, ganun. Pero,
so, you want Jabez, yung future mo, significant other, is your best friend?
Inigo is shaking.
Uy, grabe.
Inigo, Jabez will come knocking at your door.
Pero, lang, isa akin lang is parang gusto ko magkaroon ng nililigawan na nun. Kaibigan ko na. Uy, grabe naman yun.
Rar!
Okay.
Parang, can I sign up na? Joke.
Pero kung hindi man, para sa akin lang is yung, sa ako hindi ako magpapasok sa relationship ng hindi ko nililigawan yung girl. Kasi nga para sa amin kasi, mahalaga yung courting sa amin. Lalo na yung panliligaw sa yun nga, sa family. Kasi parang respect mo yun. Respect mo rin yun sa gusto mong magka-relationship and dun sa family nung girl yung liligawan ko. So, yun yung akin.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted yung sa sinabi ko. Parang, the point, yung mag-court ako, kung nandyan na, like, you already invested in me, doon ako magbibigay na ng lahat.
Okay.
It doesn't mean na parang ayoko ng courtship. It doesn't mean na I will never, like, court a person. I will court not before the relationship, like yung wala pa, hindi ka ayaw mo pa sa akin, ganun. I will court kung nandyan ka na. Like, I will give you my all. Doon ako magko-court.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing here kasi is that Jabez is more of like the traditional courting, whilst yours is like more of the modern.
Yeah,
it's the same
traditional
thing na.
courting.
It's the same thought.
Actually,
It's the same thought ng courting. Pero it's just that Jabez has more like of the traditional side nga.
Two sides of the plate.
Yeah. Interesting. Kuya Joy, any additional information?
Ako, if you ask me, I have to go with required mag-court.
Yes,
sa
required.
girl.
Required.
Sa someone.
Required.
Required siya. Kasi, to be honest, personally, for me, it shows how worthy ka as a guy. Well, di ba, as the tradition, yung guy talaga is mag-court sa girl, di ba? So, it shows na parang pa-improve mo yung worth mo or ang worth ng girl or vice versa. Na pag bibigyan mo siya ng oras, bibigyan mo siya ng effort. Kasi nga, di ba, ano bang worth niya para sa'yo? Parang ganun, di ba? So like, kung walang courting, parang makukuha lang pala kita ng mabilisan, parang ganun. So you're like, malit lang worth mo, parang hindi ka kailangan pagpuyatan, hindi ka kailangan pagbigyan ng oras. So ganun. So feeling ko, it shows pag nag-court ka, parang yun, it shows kung gaano ka worth.
Yeah.
Kung gaano ka worth sa girl or then yung girl din sa'yo.
That's an interesting side, no? Like, the worth of a girl. Parang, thank you for, like,
Well,
like taking that in
Yes,
mind.
feminism, period.
Period. I have a question then. Does it matter if the woman courts?
Yeah, nakita ko din yun sa mga chat, sa audience chat. What if girl mag-court?
Can I answer that one?
Yes, you can answer that, Abby Joyce.
Before I answer that pala, my concept of courtship is not on me. I mean, di ba, couple kayo ganyan, relationship. Pero, kasi for me, courtship is more on sa parents. Yung katulad ng sinabi ni Jibes, yung pagpapakilala and pagpapaalam and stuff. And I think that's important. And then doon naman sa kung paano if girl yung magko-court. Kasi, I believe din, dapat hindi lang men ang nagko-court. Dapat, both parties. Diba? Kasi,
Same.
ewan na, pero for me, kasi ganun yung, girl, we're 2021, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Hindi ko naman sinabi na pangit yung culture before. Pero kasi ganun talaga yung sa mga parents natin, diba? Yung mga daddies natin yung nagka-court sa mga mommies natin. Pero kasi ngayon sa generation natin, I just parang na-notice ko rin na it's better if courtship goes into
Both ways.
Both
Parang
ways.
Both ways kayo, yeah. And kasi, ewan, parang yung effort kasi, ayoko rin naman na one way lang. Kasi, yun nga, dalawa kayo na relationship, pero bakit isa lang yung gumagalaw? I mean, bakit isa lang yung nag-effort to get the other person? Di ba dapat mas better if both kayo
Yeah.
nag-get to know?
At least nasanay na kayo in the early stages, no?
Kasi, ayun nga, parang sayang naman effort kung isa ka lang. Gusto ko dalawa tayo, girl. Group work to.
Partner work. Find
True,
your partner.
true, true.
Find your partner.
I wanna share something.
Go.
Go.
Interesting fact siya. Kasi we tackled this sa school namin, sa teacher namin. Sabi ng teacher namin na may kakayahan yung girl na manligaw sa lalaki. Kaso nga lang, parang na-cage siya or pinabox lang yung mga girls na sa tradition natin. Kasi di ba, when we talk about history, before tayo sakupin ng yung mga Spaniards, malay natin yung mga girls dati, sila talaga yung nanliligaw sa mga guys. Tapos nung sinakop na tayo ng Spaniards, doon na natin natutunan na maging Maria Clara, kailangan nasa bahay lang, ganun. So try to imagine na dati, before 19 something, na mga Spaniards, before sila pumasok sa Philippines, imagine mo yung mga babae, free sila gawin yung gusto nila. Like, hindi pa nakalagay dun sa law na bawal ka lumabas kasi babae ka. Dapat yung babae nasa bahay lang. Dapat yung lalaki yung manligaw. Imagine yung babae siguro, dati ano lang, di ba? Like, they can do everything they want. Kaso nga lang, dun sa tradition, dun sa laws na given ng ibang bansa, they cage up the every woman, every lady dati. Parang, dapat dito lang kayo, dapat diyan lang kayo. Which is, di ba, na nakikita din natin through sa mga nakakatanda sa atin, yung mga parents natin, yung mga lola, di ba, sila yung nagsasabi na, dapat ganyan, babae ka, dapat ganito ka magsuot ng damit, dapat ganyan, kasi, so, like, try to imagine, paano pag walang Spaniards na nagsumakop sa atin, di ba, like, siguro yung babae ata yung, like, I think, superior, or
Parang it
Period.
makes sense.
kayo ata manliligaw sa amin.
Timely na to. Kasi, I just had like yung activity kanina about like marriage and stuff. And, I was looking at the video, like, why do we need marriage? Ano yung importance of marriage? Like, why is it necessary? And then, nakita ko yung nung Stone Age na time. The reason why women and men are getting married is because they protect their children. And nung time na yun, it's both efforts.
Yes.
They do both efforts, nagbibigay sila ng purpose of what they're doing, hindi lang yung one-sided. Until umabot na sa point na yung parang, yun nga sa mga Maria Clara, ganun, na box in sila to being only a housewife.
Yeah.
And nawala na yung stigma of parang reason of why should we get married. Kasi yung reason ng Stone Age is they get married to help each other and protect their children. And later on, parang nawala na yung purpose. And that's why parang during this age na nagde-decrease na yung statistics of people who want to get married. Parang yun yung napanood ko kanina, which is parang sobrang timely.
I just want to add lang din. I do think yung sa courtship na sinasabi men lang or parang dapat ikaw lalaki, ikaw magganto, manligaw. I do think it's just influenced by culture kasi ever since ganun na yung tingin sa mga women, parang women are weak, women are supposed to stay at home, huwag kayong mag-work, just stay lang kayo, yung men yung mag-work because they're stronger. And kaya I think na hanggang ngayon sa generation, it's still part ng culture natin. Kasi yun yung kinasanayan beforehand pa.
I agree. And especially ngayon sa time ngayon, 'di ba nga it's a modern love and we have like the LGBTQ community ngayon, and so if a girl, like women love women, if a girl like courts another girl, I think it should be normalized then na girls should start courting then. I mean, I know women have the guts.
Yes.
And so I think it should be normalized.
Pero yung society lang talaga prevent na ganun mangyari.
Yeah, it's just the society nga. It's the society we live in na parang binabox nga yung this is courtship. This is the meaning of courtship. When courtship should be like, it's so broad na it should be this like, it's the connection between the people talaga. It's their relationship. I think it's the start of the relationship na when you court.
Pero I do think naman na sa generation natin ngayon, there's a possibility that it will change.
Yeah.
I think so too.
There is like malaking possibility na it will become something na mababago natin.
I believe that. Oo.
I just know and I believe na mababago and hindi na siya like the old days.
Yeah, and I remember this story kasi we asked my grandparents na what was courting back in the days, and then my grandpa told us this story na kapag ayaw nung girl sa guy, 'di ba yung guy pupunta sa girl like manghaharana, pupunta sa window. And then yung girl is kailangan mag-open yung window niya to see the guy out of respect. Now, kapag ayaw ng girl, I don't know kung normal to sa iba, pero I don't know kung saan galing to ni Grandpa. Baka experience niya.
Baka experience talaga yun.
Maybe,
What
pero
happened?
when the girl opened the window, it wasn't the girl. It's the father. And then the father had like, alam mo yung potty, yung ano yun, arenola.
Oo.
Yeah.
Binuhos niya dun sa lalaki.
Oh.
Hindi, that's so
Then,
cruel.
oh my
Sama
God.
naman, no?
I was like, oh my God. Why is it like that?
At least nakapagligo yung lalaki.
Kasi,
Hindi
nakapagligo
pa daw siya naliligo, kaya binuhos.
I came here for love.
Kasi daw like may, 'di ba, yung window and then there's arenola sa tabi ng window. Tapos kapag ready na, andyan na yung arenola. Bubuhusan na. And I'm like, abe, kawawa sila.
Deserve.
Grabe naman. Grabe yung risk na para mag-court.
Hindi, kung ayaw mo naman, di ba? Why pipilitin? The daddy made some way.
Parang ang brutal nung dati. Anyways, we're past that na and I'm so happy na hindi na ganun ngayon because kawawa naman.
Oo, binuhusan na yata ako ng ihi niyan.
How many times?
Baho naman.
Traumatized. Never again.
Never again.
Sure ka ba ihi lang? Di ba yung arenola?
Hala ka.
Ihi naman
Hala ka,
kasama.
laman-laman
Ano?
yun.
Kapag sinama yung arenola.
May laman-laman.
Oo.
Laman-laman.
Yung yellow pa.
Laman loob.
Yung yellow
This
pa.
is getting out of hand.
Okay, anyways. Basta, in the end, we must always keep a respectful attitude towards the people we choose to welcome in our life nga. And whether the different views in life we have or the ideas and beliefs of the person may not be our ideal thing, we must choose to respect and love the person.
Yes, sir.
And we've reached the end of this episode.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. And thank you for all the listeners.
Yeah.
Also our audience.
Shout out.
17, 70, 13 valve. X
Yes.
tinapay, Dijo meters, hearty, Wawa 514. Thank you po.
Thank you,
so
guys.
Thank you for
much.
listening.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our podcast. It would be so much help. You can stream us on Spotify now and Apple Podcast and YouTube.
Madami tayong mga podcast na streaming devices.
Oh, you can stream us everywhere. Our socials are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find us Superlunary_hub. And thank you guys for this episode. I am Reaya signing off and I will be seeing you next time. Thank you.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so